I don't know what's going on, but I need some advice. I've changed the names and ages, especially since my family is on Reddit. They don't follow me, but if this blows up and they find out, things might get worse. Please give constructive criticism. I'm already hurt and just looking for advice, so no mean comments, please. The title gives a lot away. My stepsister is dating my ex. Can you believe it? Neither can I. To make it worse, they're not just dating. They're getting married in a month. I have to pretend I'm happy and give them my blessings. I feel betrayed not just by them, but by my whole family for celebrating this. It's making me sick, especially since I'm barely over my ex. Everyone knows we were together for over 3 years, and he moved on in just 4 months. I always thought we would get married, but he broke up with me over a lie about me cheating. I didn't cheat, and I swear I didn't. I explained everything to him, but he still called me a cheater and a liar. Now he's getting married to my stepsister. Out of all the people in the world, he chose her. He knew what I went through because of her and how badly she's treated me. And still, he did this. The worst part is that they seem so in love. The cold, mean guy I knew is gone, replaced by someone new who's trying to be a better man for her. My family keeps rubbing it in my face, saying things change when the right person comes along. Every word shatters me. I have to pretend I'm happy for them, but it's not normal for my stepsister to date my ex of 3 years, knowing we were going to get married. I feel utterly betrayed. I don't think I can get through this month with all the wedding preparations. It's breaking me more and more. I just want to run away from all this chaos and start a new life without anyone disturbing me. It sounds so easy when you're heartbroken and desperate for a solution, or at least hope. I don't know why I'm going through so much, and I just want the pain to go away. I wish my dad was still alive. He would understand my heartbreak and believe I never cheated. I know my ex used that as an excuse. Even my mother thinks I'm the bad guy in all this. She never loved me, but when I needed her, she left me for her new family. My ex will paint me as the bad guy, then show up with my stepsister and marry her. This next month will be the worst of my life. I just know it. In 31 days, he and I will be done for good. He'll start a new life, and I'll try starting mine. I'm not hurt by the breakup. I'm hurt by the false accusations and now this whole situation. Any advice would help, and I'm open to trying even the silliest ideas. I'm really desperate. Sorry again for my unhealthy coping mechanisms. Sometimes you just give in, I guess. Thank you for bearing with my drunken, sad rants. It's been a week since I first posted, freshly heartbroken. It was the worst feeling ever, but I really appreciate everything you guys have said. Hearing that no one deserves me, especially my ex, made me feel better about myself and the situation. 2 days later, a friend reached out to me, and thank God she did. We've decided to run away for a month-long vacation. I paying job, so money isn't an issue. I know I need some healing and fresh air, preferably by the sea. We've decided to visit Bali for 3 weeks. We just want to go somewhere where no one knows us or can disturb us. The pain still lingers, but I know I'm taking a step toward healing. I gave notice at work that I'll be taking a 3-week vacation, and they approved it. Perks of being the #1 employee for the past 5 years. Everything is set. Regarding the wedding, I texted the family group chat that I won't be attending. Before anyone could reach out, I left the chat, put them all on silent, and warned them that any passive aggression will lead to me cutting ties. I'm so excited. This is the best place on the internet, and you all are the coolest people ever. I'll update you in a week. 7 days have gone by, and I'm already in Bali. The last update I made was from the flight. I have a lot to talk about. Bali is impeccable and so beautiful. No wonder everyone who comes here never wants to leave. I don't either. I want to stay here forever and vacation until I die. I feel like I'm getting over everything. My friend also hooked me up with online therapy, and that's been really helpful. It's making me realize things I wasn't seeing before. It wasn't my fault. Reiterating lies won't change my truth. I've grown stronger. If I can be replaced in 3 months, then I can replace someone who never cared about me. Basically, screw my ex and screw my family. I've decided to cut them off after the wedding. The best part of this whole plan is that nobody can stop me. I've become more spiritual and have been connecting with my dad's soul. I know he's guiding me, and I can feel his presence. It's just me, my father, and God against the world. Now, on to the main story. While exploring the city, I bumped into an old friend, my high school best friend and my stepsister's true, unrequited love. She pursued him for years, but he liked me, so she bullied me out of jealousy. We went for a drink, then to the beach, and shared what was happening in our lives. I ended up telling him my sad story, and he was really sympathetic. He's everything I wanted my ex to be, and I still don't know why I never gave him a chance. We talked and ended up spending the night together. It was the best night ever. I felt so connected to him. We haven't become exclusive yet, and we're definitely taking it slowly. Don't worry about my other friend being left out. Her boyfriend joined us this weekend too. Now we both have our partners with us, and it feels complete. We're returning home tomorrow, and the wedding is in 2 days. We'll arrive in 1 day, rest the next, and then show up to the wedding. Yes, I've decided to attend and show them how much I've healed. It's time for my stepsister to know how I felt. And no, I'm not manipulating anyone. It was his idea to show up together. This is going to be the best Sunday of my life. So, the final update for this post. I did what I had to do, and I wish you all could have seen the drama unfold. I showed up dressed up with my boyfriend. We're not official yet, but we introduced each other as that. Everyone assumed I wouldn't come because they thought I was too ashamed after everything. I went to my sister, and she was shocked and almost crying when she saw my boyfriend with me. She started yelling and calling me names for bringing the love of her life to her wedding. I stood my ground and told her if she can marry my ex, I can at least date the guy who never liked her in the first place. My mother told me to leave, but I stayed. My ex saw me and was surprised. When my sister told him the whole thing, she accidentally let slip that she paid my ex's best friend to lie about me cheating. My ex was shocked, and so was everyone else. It made sense. My stepsister was the culprit all along. The wedding was called off, and now my ex is trying to get back into my life. Poor him. Honestly, I won't forgive any of them or let them back into my life. That's all for now. If anything happens, I'll update sooner. This feels like a novel or movie, but it's all true. Thanks for following along. Have a good life ahead. My ex is so embarrassing. Lol. Next story. I'm a 25-year-old woman who recently moved to the country. I've been living with my brother, who's 44, and my sister-in-law for the last 3 months while I arrange my documentation and establish myself here. I help around the house, wash my clothes, and make food for myself and my brother to take to work. I also pay for my share of the house bills and groceries. I'm grateful to stay here, but some things my brother says make me feel like a bad person. He questions why I don't iron their clothes, criticizes the type of sausages I use, and expects me to clean his dishes without reciprocating. He doesn't knock before entering my room, and my sister-in-law did a cleaning inspection in my room which felt like an invasion of my personal space. Now my sister-in-law is getting knee surgery this week and will be recovering at home for the next 6 months. I'm working from home, and we will be expected to do the chores. This feels overwhelming, and my anxiety is through the roof. I found a place to stay and intend to move out this week because I don't want to be treated this way. I haven't told them yet. Am I the asshole if I move out now, knowing they'll expect me to take care of my sister-in-law? Update. Thank you to everyone for the kind words and helping me understand my situation better. I finally managed to move my things yesterday while my brother and sister-in-law were away. I waited outside for him to return from work so he couldn't escalate the situation. When he arrived, I told him I was moving out today to a new place and thanked him for letting me stay. We didn't have a big fallout as I expected because I think he knew I was planning something. I'm happy he didn't cause a big scene and I was able to get out, not the asshole. They were nice to let you stay, and you contributed positively to their lives. They did something that made you uncomfortable, and you have good reason to think it will get worse. You have every right to move out. You need peace to work from home effectively. Wow, OP, I'm sorry you're being treated that way. You're not a cleaner and cook, and that's basically how they're treating you, invading your space. You need to move out. If they start guilt-tripping you, be honest and tell them that how you were treated was impacting your mental health and you need your own space. Next story. My dad met my former stepmom, Sarah, when I was 9. They got married, and she was basically a third parent to me. We went on family vacations, she helped with homework, and came to my games and activities. A year or 2 ago, we found out my dad cheated, and they divorced. I told my dad I wasn't cutting Sarah out of my life just because she wasn't his wife anymore, and he said, "We'll see." Sarah and I still talk and meet up from time to time. My dad has been dating Anne for a while. I met her around Thanksgiving, and he keeps trying to make me bond with her, but I don't want to. She's annoying. She's invited me to go shopping, have lunch, and get our nails done, but I have no interest. The Saturday before Mother's Day, we were with my dad's family for a barbecue. Anne was there. My aunt mentioned a story that included Sarah and said she hopes she's good. I said she is, and my aunt asked if we're still in touch. I said yes, we're actually getting dinner on Monday so I can give her a Mother's Day gift. My dad asked, her gift. For what? I said, Mother's Day. She was my stepmom for over 15 years, I said. He replied, well, she's not anymore. I ignored him and started talking about something else. I spent Mother's Day with my mom, but Sunday night my dad called and said he doesn't think I should be in contact with Sarah anymore. He said it hurt Anne's feelings when I told him I was meeting Sarah for dinner and got her a gift. He said it's wrong since I won't even put in the effort to get to know Anne and didn't give her anything for Christmas. He suggested I get Anne something small for Mother's Day. I asked why, saying, she's not my mom. He replied, I know, but she's my girlfriend and I'm your dad. You should put in more effort. I told my dad that being in my life is an equal opportunity and I don't owe Anne anything. He said I was being stubborn and needed to grow up. Not getting to know Anne has nothing to do with Sarah. Before my dad met Sarah, his girlfriends were weird. One acted like we were instant besties, one apparently called my mom wanting to be her friend, and one kept trying to make me a girly girl. He'd stay with them a few months and then find someone new. As a kid, I got to know them all, but I don't anymore. I probably feel the same way even if he never met or married Sarah. Am I the asshole for still talking to Sarah and not getting to know Anne? NTTA, your dad divorced Sarah. You didn't. She's been an important part of your life for years, essentially a parent. Expecting you to drop her from your life is selfish. As for Anne, you're under no obligation to bond with her. Your dad chose to bring her into your life. You didn't. Expecting you to get her a Mother's Day gift is weird since she was never a mother to you and became part of your dad's life